Hey, my name is John Singer. I'm an apprentice tattooer at Custom Hustle Tattoo. I've been apprenticing for 6 to 9 months probably at this point. I've been tattooing people for probably the last 3 to 4 months. Been working at Custom Hustle for 4 or 5 years now. Been in the industry for closer to 6. Probably been getting tattooed for almost 15 years now. Mostly by my mentor, Chris Norell, who just celebrated his 20th year as a tattooer. I get inspiration from a little bit of everywhere. A lot of people, on these walls here. Francis Bacon here definitely is probably one of my favorite painters. Francis Bacon and Hieronymus Bosch are probably two of my main influences. They're probably my favorite painters. It's surrealistic, it's a little abstract, but it's still figurative. They make monsters believably real. So at first I started making art purely out of expression. I was going through a really crazy time at the point. I was getting sober. I was going through a breakup. I was on probation. I was just a mess at that point in time, and because my usual outlet of partying or whatever wasn't there, I found myself getting it out in the paintings. First ones were pretty crazy and pretty dark, but then eventually I started making affordable versions of what I wanted, and so I started trying to make things that were similar to that, and that's where a lot of the work on the walls in here comes from. As far as tattooing goes, there's too many people to name. All the guys at my shop. You can follow us at Custom with a K Hustle Tattoo on Instagram. One of my favorite flash painters is Pat Martinyuk, is I think how you say it. Pat Marty Newick, Picture Machine is his moniker. OG Mike Giant, huge influence on my stuff. Maybe not, drawing like him, but pulling from a lot of his podcasts and kind of ethos and stuff. I guess right here or at the shop, it's probably where I feel the most comfortable. Coming into the shop and cutting the lights on is kind of like a religious experience. It's kind of like coming back to your childhood home. It's a magical place for sure.
How long have you wanted to be a tattoo artist?
I don't know. That was a hard one for me. I kind of got invited. I never thought that I would be a good enough artist to be worthy of tattooing someone permanently. As far as wanted to be a tattooer, it's romanticized, it's idealized. But yeah, it wasn't until, maybe the last 2 years or so that I thought that it was something that was feasible for me. And that's from working next to artists and them encouraging me in my work. They thought that I was the right person to be blessed with their knowledge. So I feel like it's better to let things happen than to force them.